Okay, guys, this is Robertson Walk. There's also a service apartment here known as Fraser's Place, and well, looks like it's going to be the last day here today. So it's actually going to go en bloc, and then it will be torn down and rebuilt into a new condominium and mixed development. So this building has been around for quite some time. Many of us would know of all the Japanese places or the wine connection over here. So, or even this place called Double O from many years ago. So it's actually quite a nice place with many well-known restaurants. But yesterday was their last day of operations, and today you will see many of them shops basically tearing down everything and moving out. So this is the front facade, the main entrance. You can see Robertson Walk, and it's actually owned and run by Fraser's Property. So the first two levels is actually something like a commercial, and then it has like, I think, 1 or 2 basement car parks, and then the upper levels would be condominiums and a service apartment. So I'm just going to take a walk inside and show you around the place, right? So I want to do a bit of like a documentation of the building before it's actually demolished. Yeah, so this is the entrance to the service apartment, Fraser's Place. And then this is the wine connection, cheese bar. This is the drop-off point. So the address is actually called 11 Unity Street. And then this is the wine connection. So you can see everything is moving out. These are the escalators. It goes up to more shops and down to the basement car park. So these were some of the tenants that were here. And over here, there's a few more tenants as well. So you see a lot of tenants have already moved out. And then if you come here, this will be the central courtyard. So it's got a very Italian look, right? Yeah. So this is the wine connection. This area here is actually Quay, right? So you can see everyone is actually moving out everything. And this goes on to, if you go straight here, it goes to the Singapore River. And here we are in the courtyard. I remember coming here for World Cup matches, and a lot of people were playing World Cup here, matches here. So this is the central fountain. So it's a very Italian look, right? Yeah. And if you look upwards, there is a clock tower, and then you will see the old apartments, probably the facilities upstairs. You know, there's an Eton House preschool, gym, training. There used to be a very famous bar here, Chambers. chamber bar and bistro. And then some izakaya over here. There's even Singapore Repertory Theatre, SRT. There's a World Burgers here. So a lot of interesting things. You know, it used to be full of life over here. There is a nature land, spa therapy. Yeah, but everything is closed now. So this is your one last final look. This is the grand staircase. Now I'm up here on the second floor. So there is a Eton House preschool here. And from the second floor balcony, you know, you can look around. So there is obviously the clock tower. And if you look down, you see it's actually still very busy, right? Because people are still cycling through, walking through, you know, the whole place. You know, and then you can see the fountain over here in the middle, the square. So it's actually quite unique, right, to have such a large square in Singapore. I mean, there were not many places that have something like this. So this will be gone. Yep. And then the grand staircase below. So let me try to walk down the stairs. So again, you can see really nice stairs over here. And it brings you to the central courtyard. Right? So you can see the central courtyard over here. Yeah. And then if you go down, that's all. It's a very small shopping mall, but that's about it, right? Yeah. So I'm just actually coming in from another angle, coming in from the Singapore River side, and it brings you to one of the entrance areas that goes towards the courtyard, right? So you can still see the Robertson Walk above this, and there's actually a walkway, a little bit like an Italian bridge. Looks a little bit like some Las Vegas kind of place, right? So in the middle is the courtyard, right? And if you continue to walk, you'll see this is a restaurant called Hannibal. So a lot of people are there, and lots of condos are upstairs. But everyone is already, you know, moving out of this place, right? So this used to be very popular drinking places, you know, but of course in Singapore there's always some form of redevelopment coming about, right? So people are actually moving out everything, right? Moving out all the equipment. They hire a couple of vans to just move out whatever equipment. So you see a whole bunch of lorries have actually come by to move everything out, right? And they probably continue on through the night to move out as quickly as possible. Not sure where they're moving to, right? Yeah. So I'll just walk out to the main road. So as I cross the road, you will be able to see from another angle. Everything is almost all dark now, right? Oh, at least there are some lights still in the apartment. But yeah, this is probably the final look at this before you'll be boarded up and then it'll be torn down. Yeah, so we're along the Mohammed Sultan Road. So this classic building will soon be gone, no more, and in its place will be a new condominium mixed-use development with shops on the ground floor. The new name is actually called Robertson Opus. Yeah, so almost the same name. Yeah. Okay, that's all for today's video.